Hey everyone, my name is Bailey Smith, and today I'm going to talk about why recruitment of qualified personnel is so important to police agencies, whether I would change anything about the selection process, and what I believe what makes a good or bad officer. To start off, recruitment of qualified personnel is extremely important because policing is one of the few professions where a single bad decision can have a serious consequence for individuals, communities, and the agencies itself. According to our course material, poor recruitment and selection process can lead to hiring the wrong personnel, which can cause incidents of misconduct, excessive use of force, and a loss of public trust. This shows that hiring is not just about filling a position, but building a professional and trustworthy police force. Another reason recruitment is so important is because modern policing is more complex than ever. Officers today are expected to understand the laws, communicate effectively with diverse communities, and use advanced technology and make quick decisions under pressure. Because of this, agencies need individuals who are not only physically capable but also mentally and emotionally prepared. Our textbook shows or highlights the importance of adapting recruitment strategies to different generations and backgrounds, which helps departments build a more diverse and effective workforce. When it comes to the selection process, I think the current system is strong overall because it uses a multiple approach, including physical tests, psychological evaluations, and background checks, along with interviews. This process helps filter out candidates who are not suitable for the job. However, if I were to add something, I would place more emphasis on communication and real world scenario testing. For example, instead of just testing knowledge or physical ability, agencies should include more scenario based evaluation that simulate real interactions with the public. This will give a better idea how a candidate handles stress, conflict, and decision making in realistic situations. On the other hand, one thing I might reduce is over reliance on standardized testing. While written exams are useful, they don't always capture a person's judgment, character, or even the ability to handle real life situations. Policing is not just about what you know, but how you apply it under pressure. Adding more practical assessments could improve the overall selection process. Moving on to what makes a good officer, I believe is someone who has a strong integrity, good judgment, and the ability to communicate effectively with others. Training and education also play a big role here. Research shows that officers with higher education levels tend to have better communication skills, improved problem solving abilities, and are less likely to misuse authority. A good officer understands their role in the community and works to build trust rather than fear. A good officer is also adaptable in every situation. And officers need to think critically and make decisions that are both lawful and ethical. They also need emotional control, especially in high stress situations, because how they respond can escalate or de-escalate a situation. In contrast, a bad officer is someone who lacks integrity, abuses their authority, or cannot control their emotions. Poor communication, bias, and lack of professionalism are also major issues. Officers who are not properly trained or selected may rely too heavily on force or fail to handle situations appropriately. This not only harms individuals but also damages the reputation of the entire department. In conclusion, recruitment and selection are critical to building an effective police force. Agencies must focus on hiring individuals who are not only qualified but also capable of handling the complex responsibilities of modern policing. Improving the selection process by adding more real world evaluations and focusing on communication skills could further strengthen the police agencies. Ultimately, the quality of officers determines the quality of policing, and that starts with who is hired in the first place. Thank you.